Welcome back to the bar. This is bitch number 1.
And bitch number 2.
Hi. Oh, that was aggressive. Hi, it's Christi and Kelly, your 2 favorite bitches. I didn't even realize that we kind of labeled ourselves that, and now everyone.
Yeah, I was so funny because I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm thinking we really need to change that. We're like not the bitches.
No, we're not. We're the voices of reason.
Yes,
we're the voices of the audience.
I think we should say like amazing woman number 1 and amazing woman number 2.
Best mom ever number 1.
Yeah.
Best mom ever number 2. Yes. Yeah. All right. We'll come up with something new. But before we get into all of that, I feel like we have so much to catch up on. But before we do that, let's start off by thanking our Patreons. So these are all of our subscribers who went over to patreon.com/backtothebar and subscribed to our Patreon channel, where every week they get bonus content. They get our after party. Then at some levels every month, they get never before seen video content, which last month, everyone was really excited about that one.
Yeah.
The little chicks. Everyone loved
They were so
chicks.
cute. They were so cute.
So cute. Can you stand how cute they were? I cannot stand them.
No. I remember when Ed was filming or choreographing that for them.
Yes.
We were just like, we loved it. And then we got their costumes and they were even cuter.
They were cuter. Did you catch at the beginning when Paige and Chloe both come out and they're like chicken heading each other in a circle? So damn cute. Oh, I love that dance. But let's thank our Patreons. We're going to thank Kaylee, Sarah, Grant, Caroline, Allie, Devin, Sasha, Amelia, Olivia, Amelia, Ashley, Liz, Hannah, Alyssa, Laura, Brianna, Sydney, Ginger, Maddie, Courtney, Ashley, Karen, Natasha, Catherine, Katie, Michaela, Allison, Madison, Sheila, Caitlin, Leah, Catherine, Alyssa, Caroline, Gabrielle, Morgan, Lily, Danielle, Sophia, Hannah, Andy, Andrea, Miranda, Mashwiat, Sandy, Shannon, Bethany, Shannon, Nina, Flory, Paige, Christine, Spooky, Courtney, Spooky, Clarice, Belieber, Bethany, Jack, Casey, Michaela, Kimberly, Kaylee, Brett, Alexa, Riley, Marissa, Victoria, Leah, Kathleen, Emily, Ashley, Angelica, Paige, Emma, Bailey, Larry Beth, Coco Pink, Ainsley, Sammy, Andrea, Jess, Georgia, Jay, Madison, Savage Apprentice, Allison, Char Amy, Olivia, Megan, Paige, Claire, Cassidy, Kaylee, Heather, Aiden, Meggers, Regina, Jessica, Monica, Sasha, David, Alexa, Brittany, Maddie, Jen, and Emily Jane. Thank you guys.
My goodness. Every week I think it's going to get smaller and it's like just as big.
It's just
there were like
big.
3 or 4 pages in there.
Yeah. And we have 3 or 4 pages. No, we have way more than 3 or 4 pages to go. So
no, I mean the name page.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we have several pages left to read. I just don't want to read too many because it's too much.
Yeah.
So every week I try to read like 2.5, 3, and I just can't catch up.
Yeah.
That's because we're very popular, Kelly.
Yes. Gosh.
And we have some we have some really great questions over there for today's after party, which I'm excited to answer. Yeah, there's good ones. Well, we have to say, before we get started with the drinks, I just wanted to say, I'm so happy that you are safe.
I know.
Everyone was worried about you.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And like, I couldn't leave. Like everybody was like, are you evacuating? But if I would have went, like my way out of here is on 75.
Okay.
If I would have went south on 75, I would have been going towards a tornado. And if I went north, I was going right towards the hurricane.
Oh,
so
God.
I really had nowhere to evacuate to. So I just stayed here.
Buckle down and drink wine?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But there was nothing else to do.
I was just going to say, what the hell else are you doing?
I had no phone, no Wi-Fi, no TV, no lights. Like it was so dark. The one night I got up to go to the bathroom and didn't take my flashlight. I thought, oh my God, I go to the bathroom 100 times a day from here. Like I know how to get there. I was like in the corner trying to find, it was so dark. Like it was crazy. I was like, where the hell am I at? But
really funny.
it was, I was like, I couldn't believe I couldn't make it to the bathroom. Like I don't know.
I thought you were going to tell me you stubbed your toe. You know how you do that at night and you're like,
yes,
I know it's bleeding.
No, I just like walked my face into a wall. Forget the toe.
Oh God. Well,
it was crazy because like 10 minutes away from me, cars were like floating down the road.
Oh, I'm so glad you're safe. And I kept trying to text you and nothing was going through.
I nothing worked. And then like 1 second it would work and 1 second it wouldn't. Like my sister was like, oh, I saw you on Facebook. I'm like, no, like I could see my old Facebook stuff, but like I couldn't refresh it and stuff. And then other times I couldn't do anything. I would be sitting like right next to my dad and try to call him and it wouldn't work. But then I would go to try to call Brooke or Paige and it would work. Like it was weird. So
yeah, maybe it was like the tower would pick up a signal, not pick up a signal.
It was very iffy.
But listen to me being all technological.
Yes.
The tower was picking up the signal.
Yeah.
I have to say though, well, first of all, so glad you're alive. It's been a minute since we have recorded.
It has been.
We're like, oh God, what if we're behind? And you're like, I think people will understand if I don't have power because I have
Well, I'm like, I was thinking that this morning. I was laying in bed. I'm thinking, thank God we had like backups.
Yeah.
To like cover this because, and we had said, well, just in case like of an emergency or something, we'll have like a backup. Never thinking it would be a hurricane.
No,
like my emergency was like I had a hangover or something. Maybe not that I'm like going through a hurricane. That was my emergency.
Bingo bitches got out of control last night. I just can't record.
I know. That's what I was planning on the emergency being, not a hurricane.
Well, I'm so glad we have the backups, but now we have to put some in our savings. Yeah. I have to read something before we get started. I've been reading some of our old comments just on Apple or wherever. And I have to read 2 of them because I thought it was so sweet. And I was like, oh, so can I read these? Can I share them?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're waiting.
Oh, sorry. So I was looking for permission.
We're waiting to hear.
God. Okay. So someone said this week's episode, and it was the one with John, is hands down my favorite one. Thank you for bringing this into our lives every Monday and for being so vulnerable and open to discuss not just your experience on Dance Moms, but how you're dealing with it and revisiting it, or after revisiting it years later. This podcast helped me get through long tour travel days. Y'all are amazing and make me feel as if I have 2 great friends to get cheers with. Kelly and I forever. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
I love that. And I love
sweet,
it makes some of that like reliving the trauma feel worth it.
Yeah.
And then the other one I thought this was really a nice one too. This is that one was from Angela Palladini. This one is from JM Ghoul. It says, Christi and Kelly have a beautiful bond that sounds so genuine. I didn't expect to like this show as much as I have. And I'm happy I gave Back to the Bar a chance. Gonna continue to listen. I thought that was really
That's cute. Yeah. I didn't think I would like it.
Our reputations precede us. Kelly.
Yeah, well, we're glad you liked it.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, I always think of it. I always just think of what have they said? We have a beautiful bond. I'm like, listen, when you go through the trenches with someone, you're like joined for life.
For life. Yeah.
And there were times, and we'll definitely talk about this, especially I think when we talk about the episode that we had that big fight in, we were together more than we were with our husbands.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And so we had moments where we were like, oh God, like, I just need a minute.
Yeah.
You know, like you need
I had a lot of them moments.
Hey. Well, I am excited to do this week's episode because you're narrating.
Yes, I hate that.
I love when
I hate when it's like about me too, and I narrate. But it always seems like they're about me. I'm like the idiot.
Oh, I don't know. I've got a big one coming up next week, apparently. I don't remember it at all. I just see I'm having a big fight.
I don't remember any of these. It's terrible. I was talking to my kids about that. I'm like, do you remember what happened? Like, you know, and they're like, no. Paige is like, I think we block it out. I'm like, yeah. I think so, Mom. I think so.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my God. What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm boring today.
Oh, me too.
You know, I just like have been busy, but I am drinking sweet tea vodka.
Oh,
It's a
it's
lemon.
a throwback.
Yeah, it was like easy.
Did you have a hard time finding it?
Yeah.
Me
You know
too.
what, though? That twisted tea I can find easy.
Yes.
But
yes.
the sweet tea vodka, that's what this is the sweet tea vodka.
Yeah, we used to
I
drink
have a hard time finding it.
Firefly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find it because I had sweet tea vodka not long ago and I had such a hard time. So wait, really funny because I used to drink twisted tea all the time when we would go out, and I told you I would lay in bed and I could never figure out why I couldn't sleep.
Yeah. I'm then, like, you don't think it's like the 300 iced teas you drank?
Yeah. But then I was like, oh yeah. So right by my house in New Orleans, there's like a corner store, literally like 14 steps away. And so I walk over and get the guys water that are working on the house, and they have giant 24 ounces of twisted teas.
Twisted teas.
I'm like, I haven't had a twisted tea in a decade, but I drink them down there.
Does it keep you awake?
Yeah, but I usually start drinking them around 10 or 11 a.m.
Early,
so yeah.
That's okay when you drink them early.
Well, and I'm at the house at like 6 a.m. So by the time 11 rolls around, I'm like, it's halfway through my day.
So you don't stay at the house?
No. Oh God, no, not right now. It's a shithole. It's a total shithole. Maybe in a couple weeks when my bathrooms are done, but no, I'm staying in like a little place around the corner.
Okay.
So I'm just drinking wine. Boring.
Wine. Well, that's good. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
not
I love wine. And I look like I'm wearing
today.
pajamas, but I'm not.
You do.
Yeah, they're not jammies.
I'm wearing this lovely flashback.
Well, I tried to find my disco ball shirt and I couldn't.
Which one? You had like 10 of them on this episode.
But I mean the one that Kathy called me a disco ball in. That one's like vintage. I have it somewhere. I couldn't find it. So this is my modern day disco ball shirt. Like gold satin or something. I don't know. So anyway, so I think we've taken care of all of our bookkeeping. Yes. And I'm going to shut up and let you talk.
Oh gosh, thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
So we are on season 2, episode 3, and it's called Brooks Turning Point. And we are in Nutley, New Jersey at Starbound Competition. Ugh. And we open up in Pyramid. Is this the first time at Pyramid that we don't wear our shoes?
Yes, I think so.
I noticed that.
Me
I was
too.
like, oh gosh. Like
I did.
Horrible.
Yes.
I could not stand that.
Well, even before we get to Pyramid, in the previously on Dance Moms, when Kathy's making fun of my nose, I don't think they showed this in the episode. Abby goes, ugh, I've been dying to say that. What a bitch. She says that on there. I've been dying to say that. And I listen, I'm like,
they said that on the thing.
Yes.
I missed that.
Yes, they showed previously on, and they showed Kathy saying, okay, nose or whatever. And Abby kind of laughs and she looks and she goes, oh, I've been wanting to say that.
Oh, well, why didn't you? Chicken shit.
That's right.
Throw some balls and say something.
Well, Kelly,
she only does that to the little kids.
Exactly. If you pay attention, she's not always as ballsy as she thinks she is when it comes to the moms. She takes it out on the
always
kids.
to the kids. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so we open up in Pyramid and we have no shoes on.
Mother F.
Abby says that for a round of applause that we won the overall and we made the candy apples into applesauce. Yeah, but this is just one competition. You know, God forbid we would have, the glory of winning.
Right. We have to just qualify it. Did you see Kenzie's top in Pyramid? You probably didn't notice, but I'm going to tell you what it is.
Oh, it was from Eyes in the Back of My Head. Yeah.
Yes.
I saw that.
Kenzie was wearing Maddie's
costume
from it was Chloe, Maddie, and Page's first trio, Eyes in the Back of My Head. I have to have that somewhere. That was so funny.
I know I have mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, all the girls are standing very consciously with their hands in odd positions. And I guarantee you that they had just gotten screamed at to not put their hands in front of their crotches.
In front of their crotch, yeah.
Yes, because they used to she used to scream at them, do not put your hand in front of the crotch. I just like to point out that there are pictures of Kate Middleton standing with her hands in front of her crotch. So it is clearly acceptable.
Yeah. So we go to Nia. She's in interview and she says that I'm sad because I worked really hard to get to the top and now I'm at the bottom.
I know.
I loved that. She's so sweet.
Meanwhile, Nia had like one little blip. It wasn't even like a mess up. It was like a blip.
Yeah.
Back to the bottom.
Oh, wow. But Kendall, she tells Kendall that she needs to learn to read music and to hear music. And she tells Kendall that she's still on probation. She tells Paige she's seen her do her press better, but nice job. Great. She's giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, now, thank you.
She says that though, because she's talking about Paige's press handstand.
Yes.
And she did that in her solo.
Yes.
And that's what she's talking about, but they did not show her solo.
Yeah. So why is Paige, if she did a good job in her solo, Kenzie wasn't, she just was like in the box. She didn't really dance. So why was Mackenzie above her?
I don't know. Because Paige did do good on her solo that week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But of course they didn't show it.
Nope.
But then she says, Kenzie is not in the group dance this week, but she's getting a solo. And I have in my little star, she's wearing the eyes in the back of my head. Gosh.
Oh my God. I can't believe you have that same note.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we have Maddie. And did you hear the dramatic music?
Yes. Yes. I sure did.
But Abby says that Maddie was the highest scoring member of the competition. And she's probably wondering why she's not at the top. And it's because she wants to stop raising, what is it?
I think she wants to keep raising the bar or something like that.
Yeah, raising her murals or whatever. And that she impressed the judges, but now she has to impress Abby.
But it's funny that they talked about this because they didn't show Maddie's solo. They didn't show it last week. No.
Really?
And so like as a viewer, you're like, what are they talking about?
Exactly. That's why I was saying about Paige's press handstand, like, because it wasn't in that stupid dance.
Right.
So then Chloe, it says Chloe had no solo last week, but she was good in the group dance and that people recognize her from the video, but she wants them to recognize her for her dancing. I think I've heard her say that 100 times.
Yes. Yes. I think people recognize Chloe's dancing. I'm just saying, but whatever. Yeah. That's a way to keep her like small. So, but you forgot when you said Melissa thinks Maddie should have been at the top, but she's wearing her pink Pepto-Bismol shirt.
I know. I saw that. We keep getting that back. But then we go to you in the interview and you say you're celebrating that Chloe is above Maddie and that we should have ice cream for everyone.
Ice cream for everyone.
Yum, yummy, yummy. And she says that Brooke proved herself. I'm in an interview saying that Brooke likes to be on the top. They all do.
Sure do.
So Abby tells Brooke that she's the oldest and that she should be the role model, which Brooke's never given the chance to be the role model.
Exactly.
You know, like you don't give anybody else a chance to be the role model.
No. And Brooke doesn't know if she wants
what exactly
to be
is the role model. Yeah. 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 Her interview is funny. Yeah. Abby wants me to be the role model, but I don't know that I want to be the role model.
I don't either, Brooke. I don't either.
Just wants to go play with friends. You don't want to be a role model.
Exactly.
Kenzie has a solo this week and it's called My Parade. And Maddie's solo is jazz. And it's called Lights, Camera, Action. And Chloe's solo is lyrical and it's called Don't Catch Me. Maddie and Chloe are going, she made such a big deal like about them going head to head this week.
It's stupid.
Aren't they head to head almost every week?
Yeah. I don't know.
I
don't know why.
Because you even say that in your interview about how they're head to head. I'm like,
yeah, I don't know why she said that. They are always head to head, but I think she had to make it dramatic. Whatever.
Yeah. So then you're in interview and you say that Chloe can beat Maddie. How about your purple necklace you have on?
I cannot
I have
even.
The same one. I have the same one.
We shared them. Remember that jewelry lady sent them.
I thought she gave us both one.
No, she sent them that we could share them. So we had to give them back and forth. And then we had to send them back.
Oh God.
We didn't even get to keep them.
What were we thinking? Yeah.
I don't know. Plus it looked like I stole it from a museum, like the Rock Room.
Yeah, what were we thinking?
I don't know.
All that crazy jewelry.
It was not cute.
No.
Not cute.
No. So Abby tells us that our group dance is called Born to Dance, and it is about a child being born.
And yes.
And you are concerned because they're little girls, and she's bringing up the birds and the bees. That should be done in health class, not dance class.
I agree. Although they learned a lot of shit in dance. Actually, they learned a lot of shit in the back of the bus. Let's be honest. Brooke.
Oh, be quiet.
Brooke taught them all a thing or two on the back of that bus.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, really.
Thank goodness somebody taught them something.
Well, do you remember when we were first doing the dance, and I don't even know if it comes up later. I don't think it does. But originally, Abby wanted us to make umbilical cords out of fabric and wrap them around their costumes. Do you remember that?
That's disgusting. Like, I don't understand the purpose of that.
Thank God we didn't do that. But there was a point where she had all that purple and red fabric and she was twisting it. She's like, I want you to fashion umbilical cords. And we were like, what?
No. Disgusting.
Meanwhile, this is one of my absolute favorite dances.
I know.
I'm so glad we
dance too.
Did not have umbilical cords.
Yes, because even the costumes were pretty.
Beautiful.
Those were store-bought costumes.
Yeah.
They still were pretty.
The girls looked gorgeous in this dance. Yeah. Everything about this dance I love it. I love this dance.
Yeah. But Abby tells us that Brooke is featured and she should be the glue holding it together, and that it's been Maddie.
But Abby assigns that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So whatever. She tells Brooke, don't let me down. And she's like pointing the finger at her. Don't let me down. Mm-hmm. And Brooke's just like, ugh. Okay.
Abby, you can tell in this entire pyramid scene, Abby is in a foul mood. She's worse than regular. Some pyramids, you can tell she's like chipper and she's just doing whatever. You can tell something went on before we started filming, and she is just awful. You can tell
probably that awful. Brooke was at the top of the pyramid and she was not happy.
And she was arguing with producers.
I'm sure she fought with them an hour beforehand about that. She did not want that happening.
Oh yeah, she was in such a foul mood. Or maybe even because not just was Brooke at the top, but Chloe was above Maddie too. So two people were above her. Yeah. She's in a foul mood.
So we're at rehearsal and it's 5 days to competition. And Abby says that this dance is kind of provocative, beautiful, and wondrous. She pulled out her thesaurus.
Yeah, and Brooke yawns. Is Abby saying?
I have never talked to Brooke's like, oh yeah, this is so boring.
Yeah.
My friends are all at a party and I'm here listening to Abby. But Abby wants the costumes to look like they are just being born.
The umbilical cord.
She wanted the umbilical cord. Yes. Ugh. So we go upstairs and we're sitting up there and you're screaming, oh my God, Brooke is in fetal position. You're like, bring back electricity. And then how about Melissa? She's like, oh, she's coming out of the vagina.
And she goes like this.
Yeah. She's coming out of the vagina. Like, oh my God. Like, do we have to use that word?
But I liked how she was like peeking out, and Brooke did look like she was peeking out.
I know. Oh my goodness.
At least Abby didn't make us do a cameo in the back. Like, okay, you guys all pretend that you are giving birth in labor and delivery. We're gonna have all the moms in stirrups.
Oh, God. So you'd say that you don't want the girls to be exposed to this stuff too early, and that you like them being young and naive. I don't know. I think they kind of knew about the birthing situation.
I was kind of like, why would I have said this? I was a little confused because I can tell you, like with my kids, I never really ever made childbirth or even sex taboo. Like if they ask questions, I just answer it. I never was like, we're not discussing that. So I don't know why I would have said all of this.
Told you to say that.
Yeah, I would assume that because I was like, it was kind of like it didn't fit with how I am with my kids. So I was like, I don't know why, but whatever. My shirt was ugly.
A lot of them are.
They're always ugly.
just saying. My clothes were ugly in this episode too.
Yeah.
I had a hard time finding something to even put on this morning because I was like, oh, I ain't putting that on.
Yeah.
This was the best. So that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But so you ask Melissa if she is upset that Maddie is not on the top of the pyramid since she did such a good job last week.
I'm such a shit stirrer.
Yeah. Well,
Always.
Melissa says that, Maddie had the highest score of the day, but Brooke did great. And I say to Melissa, Brooke and Maddie were
chime right in.
1 point apart.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like 1 point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And she knows. She's like, I know.
Yeah. But
whatever. Good for you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
I like
that was for
says,
Brooke solo, because Brooke they didn't show that either. Like,
yeah.
it's so stupid that
she did her solo. That was the Eve dance.
Oh, the apple. Yeah, they did show that.
Yeah.
They did show that.
I like that Melissa said she's perturbed, but she also wants another kid to have a chance. But the pyramid isn't fair and it sucks. So hi, welcome to our struggle.
Yeah. I like when you say, you're in your interview, you say, Maddie's usually the best. And right now, Brooke's the best. I don't know that I would say that.
Who cares?
Take producers wanted a little switch me up in the.
Yeah. But I like that she's like, pyramid sucks. Well, funny, because she never thought pyramids sucked any other week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, she always likes it. But how about Brooke? She's like, I appreciate Abby putting me at the top of the pyramid, but Abby's being very hard on me. Brooke thinks she should try doing other things like cheerleading. So then they show us at a Franklin Regional football game.
Why does it not say Franklin Regional? It does not say Franklin Regional, or is it later?
It says it's at Newlandsburg, which is the junior high.
Okay, I have something later on when Brooke is trying out for cheerleading. It says Newlandsburg cheerleading tryouts. It does not say Franklin Regional
because it's Newlandsburg is a school and Franklin Regional.
Right, but she was trying out for the high school Franklin Regional team. So why wouldn't they have said that?
She really wasn't trying out for cheerleading.
I know, Kelly, but I'm just saying somebody got that wrong.
Maybe Newlandsburg was the only one that would let them film there. I don't know that. They show us at the football game and they show the cheer coach asking Brooke if she wants to try out.
I wondered who that girl was because she had like a Robert Morris headband on and she looked,
she is actually the cheer coach.
Drink, because that's a headband. I have a question though.
That's not for Abby's headband though.
Well, right. But
I will drink.
How was it filming there? Because at this point, the show had aired. Were people flipping out that you guys were there filming?
Yeah. But a lot of the people that like the cheerleaders and things, they were like Brooke's friends.
Yeah, no, I know.
I mean, it wasn't like really like.
But I meant like the people in the stands and stuff. I would think people would be like, oh my God.
I guess. I don't know. Nobody really ever said anything to us. We never really talked about it. You know? I don't know. I just I never really like to.
No, but still, when you show up with a camera crew, it tends to be,
draw attention. Yeah. So the cheer coach is asking Brooke to try out. And Brooke says in her interview that dancing's hard because you have to do it. You have to go to practice every day. And her friends are cheerleaders and they still get to go out and do parties and stuff. So Brooke is thinking that maybe this is a good idea. She should do the cheerleading. That way she can do
more fun stuff.
Yeah, friend stuff and still have an activity.
But it's hysterical that they put her in a coat. They hand her pom-poms and she's on the field like, what the am I doing?
Yeah. Like, and they just shove her in there.
I love that Brooke is wearing one of the old school like uniforms that our kids always wore. Yeah. The skin tight Abercrombie jeans and the big old Ugg boots.
Yeah. We always wore those.
Always.
Remember we had the pink ones?
My God.
Your names down the side. That was like a big ordeal when we went and did that, remember?
Remember we stoned them in the Chicago airport?
Yep.
Oh my God.
They were cute though.
I still have those. I saved those. I thought they
did you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I still have mine.
And Clara had a pair too. So I have both of my girls down in the basement.
Cute. So then they show us at my house and we're in Brooke's bedroom and Brooke is saying that cheerleading tryouts are this week. And she tells me that they're the same day as the competition. And I am like, you're at the top of the pyramid this week. And that kind of puts me in a bad spot because I'm like, I have to tell Abby that let alone you're trying out for cheerleading, but it's the same day as a competition that you're the leader of the group. And then I go to my interview and say that I don't want her to resent me for not letting her try out for cheerleading. And I don't want her to regret that. And, I stand by that. And you'll see in future episodes that like Brooke ends up doing things because like she had school dances and stuff that she wanted to go to. And I was not letting her miss those things because when I look back at my school days, like those are the things I remembered. Like
those are the
homecoming
fun
dance and things like that. And I really didn't want them to regret doing the show or have bad feelings towards me because I didn't let them do those kinds of things. So a lot of times on the show, that is why I'm fighting with Abby, is because I wanted them to be able to do
both
normal kids things. And you guys didn't really have to do that as often because your kids were younger.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in 3rd grade. There's not really any like life remembering things. Like going to a homecoming dance is something, you should do.
That's a big deal. Well, even and we talked about this, I think, more on the Patreon. When we filmed the show opener and Chloe had that sleepaway at the the camp thing, I drove all night to make sure that she could
but they
wake up in
didn't
the
torture
morning.
you.
Oh no,
like they let you do it, but they still let her be in the episode. Like anytime I asked for Brooke to go do a dance or
they'd say you have to talk to Abby.
I would have to have a down out fight with Abby, and Brooke would have to be away for the whole weekend and whatever. They wouldn't work with me to make it work.
No,
but they did with other people.
Yeah, I do agree though that they did make you fight about stuff, but other people got
it was ridiculous. I know. I just don't get it. And I only wanted like the Friday night for her to go to a dance or to go to the football game. It wasn't like I was asking for the whole weekend off.
Nope.
But
well, whatever. Easy to torture you.
Yeah. That's why I say that I'm leaving the decision up to Brooke.
And Did you see her little lip twitch?
Yeah. She said she doesn't want to ruin the group number, but she would really like to try out for cheerleading. I say that if we tell Abby that you're doing this, she probably is not going to let you back in the studio. And that's when I have Brooks made the little Elvis face.
Meanwhile, she's probably like, yay!
I know. But now we have 3 days left of the competition and Kenzie is practicing her solo.
Abby's wearing a headband. We're in the thread in the shirt matching the headband era.
Okay. Kenzie says that in her interview, she's excited to have a solo. And Abby says that Kenzie proved herself in the group dance.
And she hopes she remembers, fingers crossed. And she's smiling. I'm thinking like, meanwhile, she would take our kids out back, tie them to her bumper, and drag them through that pothole parking lot if they forgot.
Yep. And she says that Kenzie's not a baby anymore. She's going to show everyone that she's Abby's student. Don't let her down. Kenzie says she is ready to dance with the big girls.
Yep.
Then we go to lunch at Oliver and Twist.
Yes.
My favorite thing.
Yes.
I love when we go to lunch.
Fur.
Oh, yes.
Jill's wearing a fur vest.
Jill always wears fur.
Maybe we should start drinking when Jill wears fur. Okay, go.
Oh my goodness, you're a pain in the ass. You just want to drink. Well, Jill says it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so I guess we can have a drink. So I'm at lunch, and the purpose of the lunch, obviously, was for me to tell you guys that Brooke was trying out for cheerleading.
And I am shocked. My face is so shocked.
Oh, I know. Meanwhile,
I'm sure I knew.
Yeah, I'm dreading going into this conversation. I say that Brooke is tired of Abby downgrading her. And I know she's at the top of the pyramid, but she wants to do cheerleading. And that the problem is cheer tryouts are the same day as the competition. I don't want anybody to resent me, and I don't want to let down the group, but I was going to let her do it. My question for you is, like, the moms, to me, like on the episode, obviously they were all gung-ho and were fine with it. Mm-hmm. Like behind like my back, were they like, oh, this is ridiculous? Or did they really know that this was obviously something that I did not choose to do?
I feel, if I can remember correctly, and I don't remember this like super specifically, but I think the general vibe was, you signed up for dance, how could you do this?
Did they not know that this was fake? I mean, these were not real cheerleading tryouts. Like Michael Pizza
I was dead
was
when
the
I saw
judge.
Michael Pizza. Yeah.
Like, but I mean, did they really think that this was something that Brooke and I chose to do?
I honestly can't remember 100%.
Really?
I can't
Okay. Because
remember.
I think I really, because I mean, we're obviously not actresses. So I think they actually thought that Brooke and I chose to do this. And obviously we did not.
Probably.
It was not real.
Probably. Did you happen to catch your dirty martini though with all those cream cheese stuffed olives?
Yummy. Yeah.
It
It was blue cheese.
Good. Yeah, that's what I meant.
I love those.
Good.
I love those. Oh, I forgot to tell you about my drink I had this weekend.
Oh, the one with all the smoke?
No, that was a couple weeks ago.
That looks good.
It's really good. It's called Bubbles and Berries. And it's like
I was
blueberries and raspberries, and they put dry ice in it, and it smokes the whole time you drink it. It's yummy.
Yeah, well, it looked fabulous.
This one was a White Russian.
Okay.
Then they put vanilla vodka in it, and then they have a Grand Marnier floater on the top. Oh my God, it was so yummy.
That's
not to get off the topic, but oh my God, it was so good. And oh my God, you were so drunk. Like you could have one, and
really,
like, I went to stand up, and I was like, "Woo!"
Yeah. Were you falling out of your shoes?
Yeah, I was like,
"Woo!" I hate when you fall out of your shoes. That always gets
yummy.
me. I'm like, "Oh, my shoes."
Yeah,
that sounds
yummy. Good. It was yummy. So Melissa says about, she would never let Maddie do something during mid-season. We don't have mid-season.
No, it's always
we
always
dance
season
all year round. So like when is it that you were going to let her do something? Obviously never, because there's no mid-seasons.
But to your face, she tells you, oh yes, you have to absolutely do what you need to do for your kids.
Yeah, but I say that I don't think Brooke's going to like it, but I want her to find that out for herself. And I think you need to do that as a parent, because if you tell them they're not going to like it, they're going to not believe you and continue to want to do it. Where if they try it and they find out they don't like it on their own, then they won't bother you or think about it anymore. But Jill tells me that Abby's going to cream me.
What a stupid phrase.
I know. And I'm like, I'm fine with Abby creaming me as long as I'm doing what's right for my kid. And everyone says they're going to support me. That was all of our lunch.
Oh no, actually there was much more lunch involved, I'm sure.
Exactly. So we go to Maddie, and she's practicing her solo.
Abby's wearing a headband.
Oh yay.
I'm running out of my wine already.
Oh, you better get a refill.
I don't have my wine here. I need to tell Clara.
Oh, she can't serve it to you, remember? That's
right, she's underage. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. But Maddie says that she doesn't normally do jazz, but she likes this one. And she's nervous to compete against Chloe, but she's not intimidated by anyone.
I think that sounded like such a Frankenbite. I do not think that Maddie said that sentence. If you go back and listen to it, it's all like bits and pieces.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think she said it. I mean, she might have said bits of it, but I think they piled that together in post for sure.
So we get to Melissa in her interview, and she says that Maddie and Chloe are competing, and that Maddie is dancing at a different level this year. And we see Chloe solo.
And I made her bow.
Did you?
I did.
Cute. And Chloe says she likes her solo. And her and Maddie are in the same age category. So she has a lot of confidence this week. And she feels like she has a good chance of winning.
Okay.
Which that was good. Really got her confidence.
Yep.
But you know what I love is, we always do our interviews after we do the competition. Like, to me, I don't think Chloe would have said that.
Yes, you're probably right.
Because but she would say that because she already knew she won.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So people don't realize what you're saying. So basically, we filmed the entire week. Like we would film, like Pyramid would usually be Tuesdays, and then we'd film through Saturdays, and then we did our interviews Tuesday afternoon,
because then we knew what happened on the episode.
So we would go back. And that's really hard to do, is to talk about things that happened in the past as if they are happening now.
Talking it in the present. Yeah.
Yeah. But I bet you're right, because Chloe wouldn't have said that stuff.
And I mean, same with a lot of these things Brooke said. Like, she would have, it's just weird. But people don't realize that we do any of them interviews that you see us all dressed up and like,
they're always after
the kids all in hair and makeup. That's always after we already know what happened.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah. And that's when the producers would tell us, like, say it this way, because, and that's how we would kind of get a feeling of how the episode was going to air because of what they had to say in interview.
Yep. And I would get so pissed. I'm like, I'm not saying that. And they're like, well, say it in your way, but then say it in our way. And like, guess which one would air?
Yeah. I used to say to my kids, if they tell you to say anything you don't want to say,
do not say
don't say it.
At some point, I would just be like, whatever, I'll say whatever you
want.
Just
towards
let me
the
out
end,
of there.
You were just like done with like your interview. You're in there for an hour and a half, and you're just like, what do you want me to say? So
please let me
get
leave.
home.
Yeah,
I just want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in interview and you say you think Chloe can outdance Maddie, and she's going to give her a run for her money. So we are leaving for competition tomorrow, and we're practicing the group dance. And now we've been practicing for a while. And Abby just noticed.
I just said that.
The leader of the group is not there. She's like, where's Brooke?
As if.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, like we've been practicing for an hour and you are just noticing that she's not there.
Yeah, I was just like, okay.
So Maddie does an interview and says that she's not sure if Brooke wants to be part of the group. She sometimes says she hates dance depending on what kind of day it was.
And that's what being a teenager is all about.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So then I come in upstairs and you guys are filling Holly in about, that Brooke wants to try out for cheerleading. Holly says that Abby is going to lose it. I'm like, Abby's going to be really mad. And you're like, I've never seen you back down to Abby before.
That's true.
Oh.
I'm your hype girl. Go.
Go in and be tortured.
Yeah, right.
So we hear Abby screaming for Brooke.
Ugh.
Abby's in an interview and says that the rule is the night before a competition, you have to be at practice.
And that is the rule. That was always the rule in the studio. Always.
Yes. But Brooke was not there because the producers told her not to be there.
Yes.
So Abby leaves the room. She's looking for Brooke and says that she's going to chew her mother out.
Foreshadowing from when she tried to bite your face.
Exactly. Chew me up, man. Chew me up and spit me out. But Abby hollers up to me. She needs to know what's going on with Brooke.
And Jill goes.
Jill still knew. She's just learning like how this all works out.
Yeah.
So I go into the dance room and Abby is like, where is Brooke? And I'm like, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I don't think she's coming this weekend. And did you see Abby's face? There's like a pause and her face is just like, oh.
I like how she always goes, like she looks around.
Yeah. Then I'm like, something came up at school. I didn't say cheerleading. I'm like, something came up at school and I'm going to test. I'm going to let her do it.
And we're all watching and we look terrified. You see it like a foreshot.
You're scared for me.
I know. We're all like, oh.
Abby says I'm a bad parent because I'm letting my 13-year-old dictate Abby's future.
Okay. She's contradicting herself because she would tell you, let her make her own decisions about anything else.
Exactly.
And then you're letting her make a decision and you're a bad parent.
Well, I'm screwing her. She can feel it.
Feel it. Abby, how do you know what that feels like? Something tells me you don't know.
She's guessing. And Abby says she knew this a pyramid. Why didn't she say anything then? That's not very mature. But Brooke did not know that a pyramid.
No.
We did not know that was going to happen. They came up with this bright idea after pyramid and that there was going to be nothing exciting going on this week. They said, oh, let's torture Kelly and Brooke.
Yeah, good times.
And Abby tells me that I'm having her dictate her future. And I say, no, I'm letting my 13-year-old predict her future. And Abby's saying, she's screwing me. I can feel it.
Yeah.
So Abby tells that all the girls without a solo to leave, that, we're not taking the group dance.
Oh God.
Brooke has ruined it for everyone.
Everyone. I love Holly. She goes in true Abby spirit.
So Holly goes in the dance room and asks if the moms can talk to Abby.
Ugh.
And Abby says that the kids aren't traveling this weekend. And you and Melissa tell her that You guys aren't traveling just for a solo.
Melissa and I do not tell her that. I tell her that. Melissa doesn't say boo. I say, well, Melissa and I aren't traveling just for a solo. She doesn't say that, just me.
Oh, because she don't want her to get mad at her.
Right. She probably said it upstairs and I said it down there, but then she'd be like, I never said that, Abby. I said I would go. I think she tells me to stop talking. Oh no, I have those notes to me. Stop talking. Those are my notes to me.
Yeah.
Because then she goes on.
Ugh. You say that you're going to stand behind Brooke's decision. And Abby says, you're an ass.
No, an asshole. I'm an asshole.
Why would you stand behind Brooke's decision? And you say that you're teaching Brooke that it's okay to break a contract.
Or I'm teaching our kids that it's okay to support your friend and they might have different choices in life.
Okay, but Brooke was not breaking a contract because she had a contract with the television show that she had to do what they said, and that's what they told her to do. So Brooke was not breaking any contract, and maybe in Abby's eyes, but you know, I think the TV show contract outweighed the Abby Lee Dance Company contract.
Yeah, I would say. But
because Christi, you know me, would we Brooke and I have ever done something like that ever?
No. Furthermore, I thought swearing was prohibited in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abby blurted that asshole right out.
Oh, she couldn't wait to call me an asshole. But then what is she talking about Harvard and community college?
I don't know. Well, you tell her that you're teaching your kid to support their friends. Yes. And she says about, you know, when your kids get a full scholarship to Harvard and Brooke's going to community college, like her mom, are you going to support your friend?
Did you say I didn't go to college?
I didn't go to community college, bitch. Meanwhile, Abby didn't go to college either. So what the fuck is she talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, did she even really graduate high school?
Exactly. Yeah.
Whatever. So then Abby's in an interview and saying that you're sticking up for Brooke because you want your daughter to get the lead.
Well, she said, we all know that you just want Chloe to get the lead. Okay. Do you really think that I thought Chloe was going to get the lead over Maddie?
I don't think anybody thought that. I don't think anybody thought that.
Okay. It's actually laughable. I'm like, okay, Abby, I'm saying that because I thought Chloe was going to get the lead. Oh, okay.
Well, she tells you to leave again. She tells you to go be a team member at another studio because at her studio, it's her way or the highway. I'm taking the highway.
Me too. Where's the on-ramp?
Exactly. So Abby says, if you can't go to the competition without knowing it's a winner, she doesn't want to go. Now, my thing on that was like, she tells Brooke she's mediocre and she's not a leader in the group and stuff. So why does she feel like she can't go to the competition and win without her? Like, that's basically what she's saying. If you can't go to the competition without knowing it's a winner, she doesn't want to go.
But it's because she's the type of person who breaks your toys. If she doesn't want anybody else to play with her toys. So instead of sharing, she breaks them. So if she can't get her way at the competition, she's just going to screw everybody.
So Abby says that they can take the number, but not with her name on it. And that Gianna can rehearse with them in the morning before we go to the competition.
Gianna is a giver.
Meanwhile, they knew Brooke wasn't going to be in the dance.
Yep.
From the beginning.
Yep.
Like that. So it wasn't like they had to like go, like people were probably like, wow, Brooke really screwed the group. Like they got to redo this whole thing an hour before. They knew from the beginning Brooke wasn't going to be in it. So it was kind of
choreographed that way.
Yes. Like they didn't have to redo the whole thing.
No.
Yeah. So Holly says it's a slap in the face for the girls. Like I said, I would never have done that to the girls. Neither would have Brooke. But Abby says that the moms made it clear that they think they can win without Brooke.
We didn't say that.
So, and Abby says she would never let her child shake her pom-poms for some boy to go to college for free.
I actually wrote the word black.
That really didn't even make sense.
Mm-mm.
Shake your pom-poms for a boy to go to college for free.
Kelly, I'm not sure if you're aware. It doesn't always make sense.
I'm sorry. But I tell Abby that I know that this is wrong, but I need her to make that decision on her own. Mm-hmm. And Abby says you make a commitment at the beginning of the year and you see it through to the end of the year. If you don't want to do it again, then don't sign up again. I signed up for 6 episodes.
Yeah. Yep.
Here I am on episode, what, 18?
18,
I
19.
stuck it out.
That's exactly right.
But Abby says that Brooke should have gone and told her, and that
okay.
she would have been mad, but she would have done it. Would have been the right move on her part and her parents.
Yeah. Okay. Because the kids are just lining up to tell Abby something controversial to her face. Sure they are. Sure, Jan. Sure.
Yeah, and I'm sure I would not allow Brooke to go in and say that, and then was arguing with the producers that my daughter is not doing that. So that was probably my fault, but I was going to fight with her, not my daughter. So they show the girls rehearsing without Brooke, and Maddie.
Chloe's not there either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know where. I have no idea where we were.
Huh? I don't know. I don't know. No idea. But Maddie says in her interview that it's not stressful without Brooke.
It's funny.
And Paige says she will support Brooke because she's her sister.
Oh.
And oh my God, did you see her makeup in that interview?
Uh-huh.
I would like to know who did that, because they should be fired.
Who was responsible for that?
It was really bad. But then Nia's in the interview and she says that she thinks we'll still win. And how about you on the bus, enjoying yourself? Yeah.
I look like I'm wearing a dead squirrel. Here I'm ripping on Jill, and then I'm wearing. Did you ever see that Tanya Harding movie?
Yes,
the Tanya Harding interview, her mom in that squirrel fur coat.
Oh my gosh!
I borrowed it from her.
Cool.
I look like
it looked good.
No, it did not.
You thought it did at the time.
I guess so. Sick.
Oh my goodness. But so you're on the bus and you're having fun because Abby's not there.
Fun.
You're loving it.
Mm-hmm.
And Abby shows up and you're like, oh,
looking
she just
like
ruined
a bear.
my weekend.
But did you see the all the fur fluttering and the wind? She did ruin my weekend. I'm just saying. But we literally scatter like ants under a rock. Everybody just runs.
Well, everybody has to behave as soon as she comes.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody was having fun.
But I can't remember. I'm assuming that I had Paige this weekend if you weren't there. Right?
I'm assuming, yeah.
I would assume I would have had Paige because I really don't remember you not coming. So
I don't remember not going either.
Yeah, but I mean, you obviously weren't there.
I don't think I was there because I think they would have seen me.
And what's funny about that is that they had one of the main photographers there doing promo shots for the cast.
Yeah.
And you weren't there. So they had all these promo shots without you in them. Like,
oh, nice.
So you rank really high on that
I do.
pyramid.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's no Abby on the bus, and she shows up and she says that she decided to show up because we don't know what to expect in New Jersey, and she's not sending Gianna to the wolves. Okay. Abby would have stayed home. No doubt in my mind, if they didn't make her go.
They probably gave her a $50,000 bonus to get on the bus.
Exactly. You get on the bus and we'll pay you big time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely not Abby's choice to go on the bus. No. And Abby says that Kelly's not here. And then she looks at Paige, my poor daughter, and says, you know when a person's important in your house, don't you? But it's okay that I'm not there because I'm doing something with my other child, but it's okay when Melissa goes to be with her boyfriend 2 times.
Right.
That was okay.
But Nia's mom doesn't love her, neither do you. You don't love Paige. Yeah. I died. I'm like, oh my God, all these mothers don't love their children.
I know, it's terrible.
Holly's euphoric feelings are gone.
I know. And she's like, what a way to start a trip. I'm like, yeah, I agree, Holly. So we're sitting on the bus and Melissa gets a phone call and it is Kathy from Candy Apples.
And Abby tells us it's so unethical.
Oh, okay, but how about you? Mm-hmm. You're like peeping around the corner of the bus seat. Like, what's going on?
And I'm making some absurd faces. Actually, they're actually absurd.
Pretty funny. And you're wondering why Kathy even has Melissa's phone number.
Well, although Melissa has everyone's number, so never mind.
Well, Kathy wants to get the girls together and she thinks that maybe they should meet halfway. Mm-hmm. And Abby's telling Melissa to just hang up. Kathy says she's going to a competition in New Jersey.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, like surprise, surprise. And Abby says Kathy's going to show up with her kids. And they're all Brooke's age, not Maddie's. Not any of the rest of the kids. They're not Maddie's age, and Brooke won't be there. Well, like, why is she so concerned that Brooke is not going to be there? You know, Brooke's mediocre. Like, she really does not need her. So,
yeah,
she's very concerned about her this week. Every other week, she's not.
She's not, but she needs her this week. It's funny how that happens.
Yeah. So she announces to the group, do not let Kathy know that Brooke isn't here, and that she's not in the number, because Kathy will have a field day with that. You say, of all the weeks for Brooke not to be here, you reblocked the number this morning, and this could be Kathy's week to win.
Oh, I didn't know I said that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. But you didn't reblock the thing that morning, so I'm assuming they told you to say that.
I'm assuming, and we weren't even there, so I didn't even know they reblocked it.
I don't think they did reblock it.
I don't think they did either.
Now, let me ask you this: that number, Born to Dance, is a number that we used to do on
they
reblocked
the Today
it show and
when
stuff.
Brooke came back. They put Brooke back in and reblocked it
she
after.
was in it. She was in it.
She was the featured dancer.
Yeah. So I think they just, I don't know, whatever. Abby says, if Kathy wins, Brooke's hide will be hanging at the studio. If you guys don't win, she's really going to be mad.
Okay. Noted.
Yes. So we're arriving at the competition. Abby tells us that we are the reigning national champions because we won in Lake Tahoe, and we need to show them that we've grown.
I like Melissa's dress. I just wanted to say that. I think she
looked
like
good.
It? Yeah. It's like a wrap dress. Her boobs looked good. It was black. I thought she looked good.
I missed it.
I'm wearing a disco ball shirt. You can't miss that shit.
Always. Believe me, I have a
all right.
Star
Settle
beside
down.
it.
Move on.
I say we're in the dressing room doing makeup, and I have a big star. Your sequin off the shoulder top.
It's amazing. I actually sent a picture of Chloe, or a video of Chloe, because Abby is going on and on and on about how there's a lot of pressure and blah 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 and blah, 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 and she's lecturing the girls. Every girl is completely ignoring her, looking in the mirror, doing their hair. Chloe's sticking a comb in and out of her hair, staring at herself in the mirror. Abby's lecturing. I sent this whole video to Chloe, and she goes, listen, I could only listen to so many lectures.
Yeah. Before it was they just blocked her out.
They totally did.
Yeah. So Abby's telling, remember, Brooke never existed.
Oh my God.
Don't let them know we are missing a dancer. And you say, the kids need a back brace for all the pressure that she's putting on the kids. You must win. You must win.
You must win.
She does that to them every week.
I know.
So then we go to the candy apple dressing room.
I have questions about those face rhinestones.
Yeah.
What are those?
You didn't like him?
No.
You didn't like him?
I don't like those.
But Kathy's telling her group that their nemesis are here. She says that we're doing a hokey pokey number, and do not talk to them behind the stage.
Okay.
And you say, you're not going to start anything with Kathy, but if she starts with you, you're not backing down. I'm like,
and then I call her a low blower.
Yeah. And Melissa says she didn't like the low blows on Kenzie.
Yeah.
And you didn't like the low blows on Chloe.
She's a low blower.
She is. So Kenzie is going to do her solo, which is called Bigger Isn't Better.
I know. That's what I was going to say when you said it was called My Parade or whatever. Later on, it turns into Bigger Isn't Better, which is one of Brooke's solos.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
I did too.
Yeah, I don't know how that came to be.
Oh, one thing I wanted to say, when you look at the girls in the dressing room, Chloe's doing a straddle split where she's laying flat and Maddie's standing on her bum. Remember they used to do that to each other all the time? I was like, oh, that's cute.
Ugh. Can you imagine somebody doing that to you?
No.
Oh my God. I would pop in half.
Kelly, I walked down the stairs the other day, popped my knee out, and I've had Ben Gay on me for a week. You broke your hand with your own ass.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So Abby tells Kenzie that if she forgets her dance, to just stay backstage, don't come out, because she'll chop her head off.
Oh my God.
Nothing like saying something positive to the 6 or 7-year-old going out on stage by herself. Melissa says she's afraid that Kenzie will forget her solo, and that if she does forget her solo, she won't ad-lib. She would just run off the stage, which most kids do.
Right.
But Melissa in the audience is sitting by the candy apples moms.
Oh,
did you notice that?
Right next to her.
Usually we're in opposite rows and stuff, but she's sitting right next to one of the moms.
Oh, that's funny.
That was kind of strange.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
Abby says that Kenzie nailed her aerials and her back handsprings, that she's come a long way in a short time. Now, I wrote that, and then 2 minutes later, Kathy says in the audience to Abby, these are our rows of seats. You guys are supposed to be sitting up there. So Kathy was right. They were sitting in the wrong seats, because we never sat next to the opposing team. So.
Well, and also the kids are sitting in the audience watching. Our kids don't sit in the audience and watch later on.
Sometimes they did. Well, Abby tells Kathy that, when she sees a nameplate with her name on it on the back of that chair, then she'll listen. But until then, she'll sit wherever she wants. Yeah. So we go to Chloe has an interview, and she says that she has more confidence because she's not as nervous backstage. So she feels like she has more confidence, which is good. And you say that you don't think Chloe is showing nerves, and that she's holding up very well. And that's another thing, like I was saying earlier, like we do our interviews afterwards. Yeah. So like
I knew that she wasn't nervous.
Exactly. Or you knew she was going to do well because she already
won. But they also have another Frankenbite of Chloe, because she says, I think this week I'm going to beat Maddie. Chloe didn't say that. Like you can hear it very obvious, just like Maddie didn't say whatever she said earlier in the audience or earlier in the episode. But two things, Chloe does her little handshake backstage, which is really cute. And her costume is
I like that costume.
That was from her Thank You for the Music solo. Remember it had music notes in the front when she did that solo, and I just covered it with flowers for the show.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a pretty costume. And oh my God, her headpiece. She did not have in her flowered headpiece, because she had this beautiful like crown of flowers that went with Thank You for the Music. I don't know where it went, because she just had a French twist with a clip in, but that headpiece that I had made when it was her Thank You for the Music solo, I bought the tiniest AB rhinestones known to man and outlined the flowers in them. It looked like they had been dipped in rhinestones. They were pretty. So beautiful. I have to find that headpiece. It was gorgeous.
Yeah. You should have wore that.
I don't think I could find it. I think that's why I didn't. But the coverage of this dance was horrible.
I think it is on most of them.
Ugh, it was terrible.
I think it is with most of them, yeah.
Because I actually like this dance, but when you watch it on the show, I'm like, this is terrible, because it looks bad, because you can't see any of it.
So Chloe does her dance, and Abby says that Chloe is striking on stage, and she saw her do a few things wrong, but she did a good job.
She saw some things wrong, right? Yeah.
Always. Yep. Maddie does her solo, lights, camera, action.
Wait. Did you see backstage before Maddie dances, Gianna is there with her, like running her dance, hugging her. Like, it's so frustrating to see that.
Of course. What else was new?
But it was cute. Right before Maddie goes on, Kenzie kisses her, and so she's a big lip on her face on Maddie, and Maddie's like panicking, trying to get her lipstick off. But Maddie's costume for this dance was actually Chloe's costume from season 1, the black and gold. This was Chloe's costume. We just switched it up, and she danced in it.
Yeah. We always did that.
Yeah, always.
I never got any of them. I always got the other ones. Okay, so Melissa says that Maddie has pressure on her because she's a title holder, but she'll be fabulous. And Abby says that Maddie looked like she was paid to fly in from Vegas to perform. Then I have that Maddie and Gianna are walking back, and Gianna said she likes her doing jazz, and Maddie says she doesn't. Maddie said it felt kind of weird. I actually liked that dance of Maddie's.
I love this dance. I thought it was great.
I loved that one. Yeah, it was one of my favorites that she did.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and honestly, I liked when the kids did stuff. Well, I'm generalizing, because sometimes I didn't like when the kids got something totally different, like when Chloe had to do hip hop, but she was doing turns in second. But I liked when they didn't do the same damn dance every time.
Like usually when Maddie does a solo, it's the same thing. Like
it's the same lyrical.
I mean, it's the same thing. Just a different music or whatever. So I like that dance. Just
I did too. And like there was not the same like roll to the floor, touch your face, turn to the floor. Like it was different stuff. So I like that dance too.
So then we go to the Candy Apples dressing room, and Kathy is on one of them echoing microphones.
Abby Lee.
Where did she get that?
Somebody needed to take that away.
Stupid.
So
But
stupid.
Kathy says that she noticed that Brooke's not here, and she wanted to know if anybody else recognized that. And cute little Justice recognized that my little Brookie wasn't there. But then Kathy says she bets Brooke's trying out for cheerleader. Now, how would Kathy know that?
I don't know.
A couple episodes ago, Kathy didn't even know my kid's name.
Right.
and now she just all of a sudden knows that she's trying out for cheerleading.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Yeah. Producer told her that.
I'm thinking maybe.
Yeah. So then they show Brooke at cheerleading tryouts. And Brooke's in an interview and says she's nervous for tryouts, that she's never cheered before. Then I say, if Abby didn't knock Brooke down all the time, year after year, and maybe Brooke wouldn't want to try cheerleading. And they show like the group, there's 4 of them standing there for the tryouts, and they're showing their jumps.
Which her jump was fabulous.
Yes. But they say they can't hear her.
Yeah, well, because she's not allowed to speak. She's not used to that.
Yeah. But how about the judges?
Audra?
Okay, the first judge
PA.
is Audra. No, she's our tutor.
Yeah, well, I thought you meant
Audra was our tutor.
No, yeah.
Audra is our tutor. And then there's the cheer coach. And then the guy sitting there is
Mike
our
Pizza.
PA. Yeah. So like cheerleading tryouts were not real.
Yeah.
They were just makeup. Brooke
Audra said, just making sure that she can talk. Audra, that's like the most controversial Audra ever was.
Audra is the most sweetest person in the entire world.
Brooke was in her wedding.
I know. Yeah, Brooke was in her wedding. Brooke and Paige both were in her wedding. Yeah. She's the cutest babies. Oh my God. They are the cutest babies ever.
Aw.
But so Brooke says if she doesn't make cheerleading, she's going to feel bad because she let her teammates down.
Aw.
And then they pick who is going to make it. And Brooke was called. And did you look at Brooke's face whenever they said that? They announced that she won or she made it. Brooke's kind of like, what do you mean I made it? Like, how's that going to work? Because like I'm on this TV show and I have to be there. And now you people are going to make me be a cheerleader too. She's like, holy shit.
She's like, I'm never going to get to go to the mall.
I know. She didn't know what to do there. She was kind of just like, oh my, what the heck?
Wait, does she hug Natalie? Is it Natalie who hugs her?
Probably. I know Natalie was there. I didn't pay attention to who but they're all her friends. Yeah. I say that I'm happy Brooke made it, but I'm sad that she's going to give up something that she's been working at her whole life. And then we are at the awards for solos, and Kenzie got first.
For bigger isn't better.
Yes. And she said she won and that she's going to win a lot like Maddie does.
Oh, that's cute.
And Abby says that Mackenzie wants to dance. And that's why it makes all the difference. Do you think that was a dig on Brooke?
Oh, well, even if it was a dig on Brooke, she should listen to her own bullshit, because when they want to dance, they do better. And like, you have the control to, if they want to
make them want to do it. Yeah.
Not making their lives miserable.
Yeah. So they announced Chloe got third.
Excuse you.
I'm sorry. They announced that Maddie got third and Chloe got first. And Melissa says that Maddie was flawless, that something was off with the judges. It couldn't just be that Chloe danced well.
No,
there
not
had to
at
be
all.
Something wrong with the judges.
Oh, well, we're gonna find out. There's even more wrong.
But you say it was a proud moment for you, and that this was based on dancing, and Chloe danced the best today.
Yeah, because they kept saying, well, it wasn't about dance, it was the look for the video. So I'm like, well, this one's dance, and she won.
Yeah.
But of course, then it's not based on dancing. There's something wrong with the judges. And
well, Melissa said she didn't care that Chloe beat Maddie because Maddie won in her eyes. Abby said that she didn't win because she looked too professional.
Yeah. I was fucking.
Why would that be a reason not to win?
Because Abby comes up with any bullshit she can to make sure that even if you win, you're knocked down a peg.
Then Abby says that, Maddie was amazing. Chloe screwed up the big turn section, but she wants Chloe to have confidence
right
from within. but not from winning trophies.
Right. But your dance teacher just said on national TV that you screwed up a bunch, even though that you won, but your confidence
Even though
needs
you
to
won,
come from
yeah.
within. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh God.
So we go
But
into
I'm the asshole. Like I'm the asshole. Right.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
So we go into the dressing room and Abby pulls the girls over and says, not only do we have to prove Brooke wrong, that she's worthless. Can you believe she said that? We have to prove to Brooke she's worthless. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Everyone is replaceable. The dance should be performed the way it was choreographed. And she looks right at Paige.
I
and
know.
It's like, your sister's worthless.
Worthless.
Like, who said that? Not even just to say it to Paige. Who says that in general about a child? That
Kelly?
A child is worthless. Then a couple pages of my notes before, she's saying like she can't go to the competition because
without Brooke. There. Yeah.
But now Brooke's worthless. So they show Chloe an interview and she thinks the candy apples are going to do good because they did really good last week. And they show the group dances. Kathy's girls are doing mermaids.
Those tail shaking.
How about Vivi?
The tail shaking, I lost my mind.
But Abby says that she has Vivi in there to bring the age group down.
Well, we do that too.
Who do you think taught Kathy that?
Yeah.
Like, where have all the children gone? Vivi and Mackenzie just stood there and pushed each
other
on a swing to bring the age down. Like, that's how Kathy figured that out.
Right. But then Abby says she's a human prop. Like, the woman couldn't be more rude.
But Abby says that they were mermaids. So old tricks and turns. Vivi on and off is the same old thing.
All right, Ursula.
So our kids, the group danced a dance that was choreographed around Brooke without her and succeeded. And Nia says that the candy apples isn't taking us down. We're taking them down.
She's funny.
Nia's funny.
She is funny.
Yeah. So they announced the awards and the mermaids got 279 points at 8th place. And Born to Dance got 1st place. Yay!
I, again, love this dance. Love this dance.
Yes. So Abby said, not only did we beat the candy apples, but we beat everybody at the competition. And then we're in the dressing room and Abby says that Kathy didn't know what to say. Let's go to her dressing room and tell them that they did good.
Okay.
And to tell her that I want the bee costume back.
I can't even.
Who goes into somebody else's dressing room after they lose and say, oh, you did a good job?
Abby.
Like nothing like taking it and like rubbing it in your face.
Yeah.
Like, we need you. Like, who does that shit?
And even me, I'm dancing into the room. I'm like,
yeah. I think you had a few drinks in you.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm thinking you did.
Sure. Because I'm thinking like the day's over. Chloe won. I'm safe. Meanwhile, bitch, you got 5 minutes left and you're going to open your godforsaken mouth.
I know. You always do it at the very end too.
I hate me.
Kathy says that she gave the bee costume to Goodwill to charge her for it. And you're like, no, that's a memory. It's irreplaceable. And Kathy says, I'm not talking to you, disco ball.
Oh,
which I don't know. I have to agree with Kathy on that. You did look like a disco ball.
I did, but I called her a nasty old bat.
Yeah, you nasty old bat. She says,
called.
By the way, Whoville called, they want your nose back.
And then I'm like, bring it, bitch. What?
How about you guys having your fingers in each other's faces? I love it.
Nobody
should have said, get your finger out of my face.
But, and she says, we don't talk like that.
Yeah, you guys might talk like that in front of your young kids, but we don't.
How about she pushed me?
And she told you to take your Payless shoes out of here.
Excuse me,
I'm
my
like, Payless?
No, those are not Payless. But then she says the dog pound called, and Abby is laughing in the background the whole time. Like, she's laughing. Meanwhile, I'm sticking up for her, but I cannot believe that Kathy pushed me. Like, she put her hands on me.
Yeah. And you're like, get your hands off of me. You can't beat us, Kathy. Go home. Stop trying.
And she keeps talking about style. Okay, but how about manners?
Yeah, well, like you
and then
put her hands on you. You should have called the cops on her and had her arrested, like Abby did me, because she did just as much to you as I did to Abby.
And I said the icy cold hand was like the Grim Reaper, and like Holly comes and takes me out of there, and I'm like, why did I open my mouth? Like,
you were good the whole time.
But here I was jumping and getting Abby's back, and that brat is laughing at me in the background. Ugh. I need to just shut my mouth. Chloe won. I needed to just be quiet in my little disco ball corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Felonies, misdemeanors.
That's it. I would just have to say that my felony would be like me allowing the producers to portray Brooke as letting the group down.
Yeah, that was
You know, like,
crap.
because that really wasn't Brooke. Brooke just wanted to go to a football game. She didn't want to let the group down. She could have went to the football game Friday night and been at the competition all weekend.
Saturday, yeah.
But they chose to do it. And when I agreed to that, I did not know that they were going to portray her as letting the group down, or I would have never let her go to a football game.
Sure.
So that was my fault for being stupid and not realizing that they're going to portray your daughter as an idiot. And
I don't think they portrayed her as an idiot. I don't. I think
they made it that she like screwed the group and didn't care, and I didn't care, and that was totally not.
Yeah, no, I
should have known better that was the way they were going to portray it. But
we never know, do we?
Yeah.
I would say my felony is opening my mouth at the very end. At the very end, like stop talking.
Yeah, you almost made it through.
Almost. I never get through it. I always open my mouth. That Kathy gets me. So, how many drinks did you need? What was your cocktail scale?
I don't know. It wasn't too bad today. I didn't really even say much in this episode. You know, because I wasn't there.
Oh my God, Brooke, you're at the top of the pyramid and you're gonna quit or whatever.
Yeah. So. I don't know. I would say filming it, maybe a 1, just because I wasn't there. Watching it, maybe a 3, because I feel like it made Brooke and I look like we screwed the group, which we did.
I would say I was on a 0 until the last 5 minutes, and I was like a hardcore 4. I'm like, oh, stop talking. Stop talking. All right, bottom of the pyramid for outfits. Is it the disco ball shirt?
Probably. I've always been with those ugly shirts.
Yeah. I had some bad mom jeans on. I don't know. My squirrel vest might have won.
Oh, or Abby's big fur coat.
Oh,
maybe Abby's big fur coat. Yeah, right. We'll let her be at the bottom.
Yeah.
Maybe one at the top was Melissa's
her black dress
that you liked.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it was just a plain black dress, but it was cut nice and it like made her boobs look good. Like she looked skinny. I liked it.
I didn't really like anything I had on this week.
Yeah, you said that. What about favorite lines of the episode?
I had a couple. I had Nia saying, I'm sad because I worked really hard to get to the top and now I'm at the bottom. And I had you saying, oh my God, Brooke is in fetal position. And Jill saying it's 5 o'clock somewhere. But I love that saying.
I like Melissa saying she's coming out of the vagina.
Yeah.
I know the other one. Ice cream for everyone.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So this one wasn't too bad. I don't have a clue what next week is. All I know is in the previews, I am in it with Abby. So I'm sure that'll be a fun one to recap.
Yeah, I don't know what next week's about either.
Is that when we burn Brooke's pom-poms?
I don't think. I don't know.
Maybe it takes a week or 2 to burn those.
Yeah. And then they make her beg to come back.
Oh God.
That would never happen either.
No, she'd be like, bye.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't have to cheer or dance. Okay.
Exactly. Fabulous.
I'm gonna just be at the mall if any of you bitches need me.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Well, everybody make sure that you watch season 2, episode 4 before next week. I don't even know what it's called. But then I guess the only thing left to say is we're going to see you at the after party.
Yay.
Yay. All right. We'll see you on the other side. Bye.